Juan, ¿puedes tocar una canción con usted?
¿Otra vez?
Sí, ¿cuál?
I'm all wrong.
Yes.
¿Tú la quieres tocar?
Ajá.
Va. Ok, bueno. Let's go. You can do it. Like a movie that is good.
So, you're from Uruguay, right?
Yeah.
When did you come to the United States?
2002.
2002. All right. And when did you start the Beats? That was
The Beats. Maybe the first time we made music as the Beats was maybe like around 2007.
2007.
But before that, we had other bands in the neighborhood. We're from the same neighborhood, like an immigrant community in Queens.
Oh wow.
I'm so happy that I came to that place in the United States.
Yeah, it was meant to be, man.
Yeah. I could have come anywhere. I could have come to Allston, yeah. But I like that place.
How did you meet Tall Juan? Because I saw this performance of y'all on the Champs-Élysées in France, right?
Yeah.
I love that performance. How'd you meet him?
Well, Juan moved to New York, but more recently. He moved to New York maybe like 7 years ago. And through friends in common in South America, through an Uruguayan musician, I met him. He's from Argentina, and like they're across the river, you know, Buenos Aires and Montevideo.
That's amazing.
And I met him in New York doing music, and then we started collaborating until today, as much as we can, because he has his own project, I have my own project, but as much as we can, we collaborate.
Don't know well if I do what I am here to do in my head. Don't know well if there's sanity or not. Sanity or not. Sanity or not. Sanity or not.
There's also another performance I want to bring up. Playing I'm All Wrong, my favorite song by yours, on a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. How'd you do that?
I realized at some point that that I could play guitar and ride a bicycle. I like to play shows. Yeah, I really like to be in front of an audience, but I also love to play the guitar and sing, just like doing nothing. You know? Then sometimes I go to places on the bicycle. And carry my guitar like this, because sometimes I would take it to a place. And then one day, as I was doing that, I realized that I could do that. I was like, oh, I can do this, and turn and everything.
That's amazing.
The only thing I can't do is brake. I wanted to do it in the city, like within cars and everything. But it was so hard to, because there you have to stop, you know, things come across. There's New York, you know how it is.
Yeah.
A lot of cars. So then we say, yeah, let's go to Flushing. Flushing is the park in our neighborhood. You know, with that big globe.
I think so, yeah.
One of the most memorable places in Queens.
Todo terminó. Todo terminó.
I've known your music for a couple years now, and listening on and off, you know. To be honest, I haven't fully grasped the new record. I've listened to it a couple times, but
That one, I think that album to me is very special because I did it like I was not releasing music at the time. I did it like just for pleasure. But I think it has a special quality to it. But I think it's something that will grow in time, because it's definitely not flashy. It's not a flashy album. It was more meant to be introspective than extroverted. You know, like music should be extroverted to reach more people, I think.
So I love recording and writing music. It's my passion. It's what I love to do. Walk me through your like recording process. Like, do you in songs where there's like drums and bass, do you play everything, or do you have a band?
With what albums, like the Who Me, North American Poetry? Those albums I did alone.
Alone? Okay.
Yeah, because I have a sound, right? And I wanted to recreate that sound, but then lately I'm realizing that because my the La Onda de Juan Pablo, my first album I did in Spanish, came out earlier this year. That album I played with other musicians that I selected, like walking around and stuff.
That was like around
different countries.
Yeah.
So I was like, these people elevated my music. I think they took it to a different place. And by doing music me alone, I realized I reached the peak. I can do it any better. So now I like recording with other musicians. But I like to experiment. That's why lately I've been doing music with electronic stuff.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. Because I have an idea. You know how I did the album in Spanish? Like I took from places that I went to, and then I realized I have to do my New York City album. The most popular music in New York is some type of like hip hop music, electronic. So I've been working on that lately. So that is very different from what I have done. So it's really. This is what I do for fun. So I'm trying to like keep it that way, not letting things get in the way of that.
That's good. I love
So
that.
it could go that way. It could go forever. You know?
Yeah.
If I get caught up on like trying to make it or like make it big or whatever, they come to pick me up. I realized it only hurts the fun and the growing.
Yeah.
Things grow organically at the rhythm because of the pressure that the way like the system is set up for musicians. I got caught up a little bit on the idea of like wanting things right away, and things come in time. Things come in time. And I realized then also that I must stay true to what I love to do, which is like fuck around with my music. It's hard to say what my recording process is really.
One more thing before you go.
Yeah.
You have become a big inspiration for me. You know, I've been listening to your music for a couple of years, and you inspired me to write my first Spanish song.
Okay, that's great.
And I just wanted to share that with you. You inspired me to do something I always wanted to do. And that being said, I want to do that too. Like inspire people with my music. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. And as for inspiring other people, I'm sure you are already. Yeah. I think I've been doing it longer, and there's the internet. But I'm sure you're inspiring people also. I think it's I'm inspired by everything I see.
Me too. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Juan.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you have an artist that you like that you want to talk to, it's like Nardwuar says, and I took this to heart. Just ask.